Day 20 on the Ohenro pilgrimage trail of Shikoku's 88 temples. Started off poorly because I'm a dumbass. The day started off in the flats, and then there was about 400-meter climb up a hill. I started climbing up, and I'm actually really glad I did it today and not 2 days ago when it was raining. Or actually, I did it today and didn't do it yesterday when it was raining. The innkeeper 2 days ago had told me, it's going to be poor weather, why don't you stop early? And I'm so glad she did, because this climb up involved ropes. You actually had to hold onto ropes with knots because it was so steep and slippery. I climbed up the first way, and I wasn't paying attention, and I saw the equivalent of a Japanese fire road, and I just got on that and didn't look for the Ohenro signs, and I was like, where are the Ohenro signs? Where are the Ohenro signs? And 40 minutes later, I realized I was back at the bottom of the hill that I had just climbed up. It reminded me of a Tezuka. I can't remember if it's Phoenix or Buddha, in which one guy stays at this one temple and can never leave because he just keeps going down and walking in circles. He's kind of trapped. So the day started off with a 40-minute circular loop that I didn't need to take. And then I had to use the ropes again to climb back up. This just got me up to a plateau. The temple I hit today is not a non-show temple, but the hike was definitely non-show-esque. It was really quite tough. The trail today was poorly marked in a lot of spots. There were actually 2 different trails you could take, and I was following one and then stumbled upon the other. Tokushima, the trails are really well marked with lots of little stickers you can follow. Here, I think they're new trails, and people are trying to create old trails that are off the busy road, but they're not as well marked as they could be. I think there's a need for a lot more stickers to at least let you know you're on the right trail, and definitely when there's a different route to take, a little bit clearer indication of that route. In short, in Kochi Prefecture, the stickers are too few and far between. It could be because there's just so many kilometers to cover, they can't put stickers everywhere. But it'd be nice to have these little stickers, they say Ohenro or a little pilgrim, they come in different types, but to let you know you're on the right trail and you're going in the right direction. I bonked a little today. I wasn't eating as much as I should have been, and I think I've actually lost a bit of weight. But today, by mid-afternoon, I hadn't fueled up enough. I needed to consume even more, and I took a break, and then as I was getting up, I was at a bus stop to leave. This old lady was coming by, and I thought she was coming for the bus, but she just wanted to talk, and she's walking with me. She's 90 years old with a cane and walking almost faster than me. It was an incredible speed, and she was talking about how she did the pilgrimage 30 years ago, and she was glad I was walking the pilgrimage, so we had a nice conversation. She basically had run over to come to talk to me with her cane. It was amazing the speed with which she was walking, much faster than some of my colleagues back at Sac State. Today I was actually in the mountains for a bit, all alone, no one else nearby, and I really enjoyed the hiking through the mountains. So there's a couple of periods where I had no cell reception and there are no other pilgrims taking my route. I just hope nothing happened. Because of the rains last night, the path was washed over in some areas, and I had to kind of walk through streams, and if anything had happened, a little sketchy, but I made it through. I only visited Temple 37 today. That's where I'm stopping, and my day actually ended with a surprise. So I show up at the temple, and I'm starting to read sutras, and I'm reading the sutras inside the temple, and all of a sudden, this incredible chanting of the sutras takes place. It's by surprise. I didn't know where this chanting come from until I finished my sutra reading. Then I went outside, and there were 20 to 30 monks from Koyasan there. I don't know if they're actually monks or prelates or apprentices. I'm not quite sure the appropriate nomenclature for their status. But they were all chanting the sutra in unison, and it was quite powerful and beautiful. I didn't videotape it, but it was quite a shock for me reading my sutra to have a group of monks start reading. And it's quite fun to listen to them chant. And then I found out why I couldn't stay at the Shokubo, the inn at the temple, was because all these monks were occupying the inn at the temple. I then met a foreigner named Matt, we kind of arrived at the temple at the same time. He's from Australia, backpacking about. He's stayed on a few temple grounds, staying in garages and under, even in a bell tower at one point. The day started off poorly with walking literally in circles, but ended with some excitement in having a group of monks chant a sutra suddenly behind me at Temple 37. The next 3 days will just be walking towards Temple 38.